Today's project is 1-point perspective. This is a way to show three-dimensional depth on a flat surface in a really easy way. The supplies you're going to need for today are white paper, ruler, regular pencil, a colored pencil, and a marker to match your whatever colored pencils you choose. Alright, what you're going to do, first of all, is put your name on the bottom. Second, you need to put your 1 point. This is, after all, 1-point perspective. So you're going to put down 1 point. Then what you're going to do is draw some simple shapes. Things like a square. And draw them lightly. And they can be different sizes. Gives it a little more variety, makes it a little more fun to look at. Okay, then using our ruler, we're going to take the corners of our objects and take them all the way back to the point. So I'm lining it up with the corner, going back to the point. You can see I kind of messed that one up. Really lightly fix that. Corner to the point. The circles are a little tougher, but what I like to do is going from the point, I'll just kind of bring my ruler over to wherever it makes contact with the circle. And that's going to be technically the corner. So, starting at that point, going over and stop and trace it. Alright, I'll be right back after I finish these. Okay, I've got most of them done, and I want to address one concern, which is this.
Someone has a key to the library, could someone...
Okay, going back. What I've done is, I didn't do this one, and here's why. If I were to take this and put it on that corner and go to the point, you can see it overlaps everything. If this were truly 3D, you would not see that line because it would be behind the front of that square. On this one, I want you to see you have to stop when you run into another shape because we want it to look like it is behind the other object. Make sense? Okay. You can add a ton more. Just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to stop there. Now what you're going to do is color the front of your shape with your marker. And this is just going to make it really pop out. When you do this, use nice lines that go in one direction. I do like to outline first. It's just a little quirk of mine. But because we're using water-based markers, every line you draw, you're going to be able to still see. So I like to go back over it a second time and sometimes go in a different direction just to kind of clean that up. Up in the right-hand corner, it's where I always put it. If it helps you, you can, draw a little Van Gogh sun up here and kind of keep in mind where the sun's coming from. Erase it later, though. It's not necessary. And I know I never said put it in the corner, so I didn't put mine in the corner. Alright, so if the sun is coming from up here, it's going to be light on the top and then dark on the bottom. So what you would do is go ahead and start pretty darkly. And then remember, we're using the pencil to do our shading. Colored pencil is one of those tough things to shade with. Can't use the stump, shouldn't use your finger, because it really just doesn't do anything. Now on the bottom, there isn't going to be any light hitting that bottom of that shape. So I'm going to make that super dark. In fact, if you wanted to, you could make that black or even purple to show how dark that really is. In fact, I'm going to add a little purple to it just so you can see. And let's say it's super dark down here by the point that we're vanishing to. So I can make it even darker. And there you go. And you just continue shading all the rest the same way.